Hello Taurus, welcome to the channel. Welcome back if you've been here before. This is Rooted Souls Tarot. I'm Lisa and this is your general reading for this week. So I have these lovely oracle cards, Herbiary by Maya Toll. I'm going to find you two, we'll have a little bit of a look at them and then we'll find some tarot cards. So we have this one and we have this one. Okay, so the ways of water. The ways of water. This card speaks of intuition, doesn't intuition and emotions, water. And you know what? We can't help how we feel. And I think maybe this week for you is, it's part of your week. Maybe you're feeling in a certain way. You're not quite sure why you feel that way. You're not quite sure, well, whether you want to feel that way, but you do. And maybe it is your intuition that is leading you to feel that way. So there's some sort of an emotional thing going on with you. Maybe you're not quite feeling it with somebody. Maybe, your spider senses are sort of, screaming to you that this person maybe hasn't got your best interests at heart, or that they're just, just not for you. But I very much feel that this week is about your emotions maybe running away with themselves, and maybe you're not quite being settled with that, and maybe wondering where actually it's come from. And this feeling where you're running away with yourself. Maybe it is that you've got a lot going on and you're feeling quite sensitive, quite reactive. We've got clear the way. I think maybe that's the case actually, looking at this other card here. Clear the way, Sage. I think you've got a lot on your plate, a lot of stuff going on, a lot of mental stuff, a lot of I want to say toxic, maybe people in your life, and maybe that's where this connection, this intuition is coming in, and you're feeling the way that you feel about somebody, and you're not quite sure why or where or where it's coming from. But I definitely feel like there's a need to acknowledge your feelings and actually, listen to them, listen to what's going on within you. Yes, you may well be feeling reactive because you've got a lot on. It may well be that you need to figure out a way to empty that glass. If we imagine that we've got a glass full of water, and any little extra drop that goes in there, everything overflows, and that's us being reactive, isn't it? So maybe we need to clear the way. Maybe we need to make some space so that when things happen, you're not feeling as reactive, and you're not feeling as emotional, and your emotions aren't feeling as big. But I think there's very much a need for you to follow your intuition this week. This somebody or something that's around you, I think, that maybe needs to be saged. Obviously, we've got that, it's sage there, so sage is great for smudging the energy, smudging the negativeness about out of something. Yeah. Let's have a look at what's going on with our cards, our tarot cards. I've got this lovely Light Seers deck again, as it is one of my favourites at the moment. I've taken a bit of a fancy to the Healing Light tarot deck. This one here as well, which I've been using quite a lot. Oops, throwing crystals everywhere. Right. Four of Swords. The High Priestess. Four of Pentacles. Page of Swords. Temperance. Okay, Four of Swords. This is you having a mental rest. Like I say, I feel like that glass is really full. I feel like you've got a lot on your plate. There's a lot happening. You're feeling quite emotional. You've maybe got these people around you that just you're not all person or situations that you're just not quite feeling, and things don't feel right, and it's just feeling a lot. And I think that you are needing to have a little bit of a time out, a little curl up in a nest, and just give yourself a bit of a break. Give yourself a bit of a rest. You deserve it, you need it. And I think if you don't, you're going to be careful, you're going to be mindful that you might end up in a burnout situation. Let's have another one. Two of Cups. So it's a lovely card. Two of Cups, about connections, it's about people. And I think this is about support actually for you. I think that there's, your nearest and dearest or somebody close to you is going to be, very important for you this week when it comes to resting and rejuvenating. I think you're going to have the support of somebody that's going to help you do that, and maybe that they're going to maybe help you to empty your glass. So whether they're going to be there to have a chat with, maybe they're going to maybe help delegate stuff and get some stuff off your plate, stuff off your mind. But I very much think that there's a person, I think it's, for a lot of you, it's going to be your intimate other. For others, it's going to be someone that you're just really close to, that you're going to be able to unload things, and they're going to be a support to you this week. And maybe you can chat to them about this toxic situation that's going on that you just need to clear, and maybe they can clarify with you that actually your intuition is right. Ace of Wands, it's about getting your mojo back. It's also about having new opportunity. So when we rest, when we can take time to just rest ourselves, we can heal ourselves, that's often when some of the best ideas come to us, and often new opportunities can come to us because we've quietened ourselves down, we've reset ourselves, we're feeling more on an even keel, like we can take on the world, and then that's when new things come in, because we're clearing space and opening things up for new opportunities. So I think it's going to be really important for you to have that time out this week, and I think it's going to actually be, rather than being detrimental to what's happening with you in your life at the moment, I think it's going to bring up new things, bring up new opportunities, new ideas, and help you to get your mojo back in order for you then to move forwards with these new ideas. So we've got the High Priestess. Obviously, she's your intuition. She's very psychic. She's very intuitive, and I think your intuition is heightened this week. Like I say, I think you're feeling something. You're feeling an emotion. You're feeling, you've got a feeling about something or somebody, and it's just not sitting right with you, and you're not quite. I think it's one of those occasions where you're like, I feel this way, and I shouldn't do, and I don't know why I do, and it's and it's really difficult, and it's a little bit awkward actually. And I think this is one of those situations, and I think you just got to trust your instincts. You've got to trust your instincts. This person or this situation is making you feel icky. There's a reason for it, and you need to clear the way. You need to clear the way, whether or not you get your big huge sage stick out and clear your way through it. I don't know, but however you can clear this situation away and out of your life, it needs to happen this week. 5 of Pentacles, it's a fear of lack. 10 of Wands. Maybe this thing or this person is draining you. It's draining you in a material way. It's draining you maybe financially. Maybe it's draining your health. I've had jobs in the past that have done that to me, and I've had to just, I've known it. It's been uncomfortable the way that it's felt, but I've known that I've had to draw a line under it and move it on. And I think this is the situation for you. I think something's not doing you good, it's taking something away from you, it's making you feel burdened, it's making you feel heavy, it's like carrying something extra that you don't need on your back, whether it is energetically, whether it is physically, and your intuition is right. Listen to what's going on inside. Listen, you know what's right. And like I say, it may well feel awkward, it may be difficult, but do you know what? You've got to sage that thing right away. Okay, 4 of Pentacles, it's holding on to something too tightly. Maybe, this releasing this situation, this thing, it could well be a job. I think for a lot of you, it actually is. I think it's taking from you far more than it's giving to you, and it's not doing you any good. And I think this is really hard to release. It's hard to release because maybe it makes you feel secure. Maybe you think that it's, it's difficult to move on from it because, what you're going to do, how you're going to earn your living, how whatever. And I think it's really hard for you to let go. We've got the Queen of Swords there, and we've got the Devil. Queen of Swords is about seeing things clearly. It's about using your head to help you to transform the situation, navigate yourself forwards in a better way. So I'm hoping that you're going to start having that clarity. We've got the Devil card with this, and I think the Devil is lower vibrational energy. It's about negative energy. So I'm hoping that you're going to be able to shake off that energy and remind yourself that you are worthy, you are worth it, and that you really do need to let this go because it's not serving you in any way, and it is toxic. It is toxic, and it needs the sage shake, I was going to say the shit saging out of it. You need to release it, and hopefully you're seeing things in a clearer way moving through this week. We've got the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords, she's having some new inspirations, some breakthroughs, some new ideas. So maybe, you're getting some inspiration about what next, how, after you've cleared this situation out of your life, after you've moved it on, where you're going to take it next. And we've got the Three of Cups there. It's about celebration. It's about support from your nearest and dearest. And the Fool, taking a leap of faith. So I'm thinking you're going to work through this energy this week, Taurus. I think you are going to have some new ideas, some light bulb moments that are going to give you the strength to really move past this. And I think you're going to have some help and support from your mates, from your family, whoever's important to you. And it's going to be a big old cheer. Maybe, it might be time for some cake and coffee or a few margaritas, whatever's your thing. And I think you take it. I think you take a bit of a leap of faith. I think you're leaving this situation, clearing this situation out of your life, and it might feel a little bit scary. Like I say, letting go can be scary when you think that this thing's important. But you know what? The universe has always got your back. Something will always turn up. It's been my favourite phrase for most of my life. It's got me through some very tricky, difficult situations. I mean, when the kids were younger, we had no money. When, we've moved to France and we've been struggling to find work, something will always turn up. And it does. And I think you've just got to have that trust in the universe. You see there, she's going to drop herself back and just knowing that the universe has got her. She's got the confidence in the universe and trust in the universe. And I think that's what you need to do. I think you just need to take that leap of faith, move yourself forwards, take a chance. I think, it's going to be the best thing you've ever done. But more than anything, letting go, clearing this toxic situation, person out of your life is your mission for this week. We've got Temperance here. Temperance is all about finding balance, and I think that's going to come. I think your life is going to feel a lot more peaceful, a lot more serene, and there's going to be more balance in it. And actually, you're moving towards your destiny. You're getting yourself back on track, back in alignment. And I don't think it's taking any effort because you naturally, once you've made this shift, this naturally, life's going to take you towards where you need to be because you're freeing yourself up to be in alignment with what's next for you. What's next for you? Taking steps towards happiness, taking steps towards a happier place, a more peaceful, stable, loving place. You're doing it. You're doing it, you're freeing yourself up, and I think a lot's going to happen this week by the sounds of it. But I think this week for you, it's all about letting go. It's about clearing space. It's about listening to your intuition, connecting with, your emotions. You're valid. You're very valid the way that you're feeling. And even though it might be making you feel uncomfortable and a little bit awkward, it's just about letting go, releasing, clear the way, sage the shit out of your life. That's your message for this week. Right, I'm going to leave it at that. Taurus. I hope that's been helpful. I'd love to know if it resonates with you. Please let me know in the comments. If you'd like to be part of this little community, it would be amazing if you could press that subscribe button, and don't forget to press the notification bell so that you don't miss out on any of your readings. The way the algorithms all changed, I don't get to see any of my favourite the channels I subscribe to. So I've gone along and I've started pressing that notification bell on them all so I don't miss out. So you look after yourself, stay rooted, stay open, stay magical, and I will catch up again with you very, very soon.